Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. My name is Edgar Mendez, and today we're going to be looking at a situation that is no contact between you and someone else. There is two Scorpio readings, just so you know. The other one was really specific, so I decided to do a second Scorpio reading. I also want to remind you, don't forget to like and comment, and there is an extended to this reading as well, all right? So let's get started. We're going to be looking at what's going on in the connection. So Metatron, Kuan Yin, Saint Germain, and BJ. Can you tell me what's currently happening in between Scorpio and their person's connection? I feel like you have been attempting to chase this person for quite some time. I think that you have realized the more that you chase this person, the more they seem to run, right? This is the kind of person I feel has been running for a long time, running from their feelings, running from the situation, running from a whole heck of things. And this is it's second nature for them. In fact, it's kind of like, it sounds so strange, but it kind of reminds me of like my dog, where someone tries to pet him, he's all interested, but the moment you try to pet him, he just jolts in the other direction, and it's like really funny because he just doesn't. He's really scared. He actually wants to be pet. In fact, he wants that love, he wants that affection, he wants that that feeling, that sensation, right? However, he's really scared when it's about to happen because he's worried about getting hurt. It kind of reminds me of exactly like that. Like sorry, just ate. I see someone here who absolutely wants love. They want love so bad. But the moment that someone goes and tries to give it to them, they start running. And this is someone, it's like this knee-jerk reaction. This is someone who actually always had this. It is a past life influence. I also feel like it is coming from the father's lineage as well, like an ancestral pattern. That's what they're called. This is something that they have it's troublesome for them, essentially. Never underestimate how much they really do want to connect. Although it would really, really appear to you and to the world and to everyone who tries to get close to this person, that they don't want to, but they really do. And again, they're bringing me back to Patrick. And let's see. Hold on. Patrick, come here. I'll just let him come over here for all of you. Anyway, but he does this. Every single time someone goes to pet him, he tries to, he wants it. He wants it so bad. But he gets all scared. Oh, he gets so scared. Anyway, it's so funny. But that's kind of, it happens again and again and again. And he has a hard time getting over it. And I think that this person's having that issue, but you've learned through your own experiences that every time you try to reach for them, give them love, kind of meet them where they're at, oof, you get a runner. It's like they just start running. It's like this flight or flight response, that survival energy, right? The survivalist, right? Which is where humans are. Mostly, by the way, they're stuck in that survival energy, right? It's not just fight or flight. It's also breeding a lot as well, right? It's just all of that. It's this constant, just do, go, go, right? They're very much in that. But you've learned from your experiences. Sorry, it's like, hello, sir. Anyway, when I call Patrick, my cat always comes. He doesn't know his name is Clinton. It's all right. Anyway, it is all right. But I feel like that's what's been happening currently. But you've learned to stop reaching for them. I feel here, it's kind of like, and it's not like you should try to go out your way, blah, 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 to do this. However, Metatron is giving you a message and to say for you to not stop trying to reach this person whenever you feel called to. Let's say your heart says, I should open up, or I should tell them how I feel at this very moment. Just because in the past this person ran doesn't mean that when your heart says we should tell them something, that you don't, because, well, you're worried that they might run, and they may very well run. It's not your responsibility to try to micromanage how this person reacts and acts to certain stuff. It's your responsibility to follow your heart. But I think Metatron is bringing this up. Like, don't close yourself off to them. It's like they're. Eventually, one of these times, they may not run. Basically, is what he's saying. But he's saying don't. It's like they. Don't give up on them. Sorry, it is that. It's thing. Don't give up. Doesn't mean you are going to be with this person. Doesn't mean you wait. Obviously, he'll never say that. But he is saying don't give up on them. And don't stop trying whenever you feel called to. Because it's right. It's the right thing to do. Everyone, there's times when Patrick does let people pet him. Yeah. And you can feel like that surge of like I'm so happy this is happening, but I'm scared at the same time. Like, you know, I can feel that energy. It's just because he just shoots it out. Anyway, that's kind of it. So let's see. What else is currently happening? This connection between Scorpio and the person in question. I feel a lot of yous have, in some ways, started to close up your heart as a result of you trying with this person. You're starting to shut down. You're starting to, like, you know, give up. You're starting to it's like a flowing heart that it was once flowing. I'm not sure how much. It's now starting to shut down. He's liking it to like a faucet where it's like, you know how you can have maximum flow and then you start to close it down and it's slower, like that. Okay, the air came up. I think that you have been with the situation, and it's not just applying with the situation, this person. It's actually applying to every area of your life where you're now starting to give less and less. That faucet, essentially, that water, essentially, that resource that you have so much of is now actually it's there's less and less of it out in the world as a result of what you've been going through. And it was there is some limiting beliefs here, but what they are referring to is that's essentially that's what's been happening is that you've been starting to close your heart, shut down a little bit, possibly even give up as well on love, something like that. Not exactly, it's not, they're not saying it's that, but they're saying something like this, right? That's kind of what's been happening. Is there anything else that you want to bring up for what's been happening in the connection between the Scorpio and their person? Sorry, they want me to remind you that there is a second reading. They just said that. Two Scorpio readings. Okay. See, what else is happening in the connection between Scorpio and the person? I feel the person that you are referring to or you're connected to, they have really been asking themselves, what do they want with their life? Where do I want to be? In fact, I feel like there is a specific person who has actually asked them that question, and it's kind of hit a level of truth that has been reverberating through this person's body. Or it's like, what do I want? Or it's like, I think that they may have been, I don't know, kind of doing or saying what everybody else says. You know, it's like, maybe, this sounds crazy. I don't know if you'll get this, but it is what it is. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. But it kind of reminds me when sometimes when I watch certain shows and stuff like that, I'll get wrapped up in that world, and then I will start to take on some of that from that show or that, and maybe the people in my life, right? I will start to take on what they say, and then it will take a little bit for me to let go of, right? In the past, now it doesn't really happen anymore. I actually I'm sovereign. Does it make sense? But I think this person, whoever they were around, whoever they were dating, whoever they were had in their life, it's whatever they wanted with their life. This person would take on as theirs, and this is someone who's now starting to let go of that by asking themselves, what do I actually want, rather than doing what everybody else is doing, right? This could be very well be societal, like as a whole, as a planet, and that planetary or survivalist energy did come up already, right? It could very well be that, right? However, it doesn't have to be. I see it more interpersonal, and this is someone who has been asking themselves, I don't know if I want what everybody else wants, and they're asking themselves the question now right here, this very moment in time, what do I actually want? And they are now starting to figure it out. A lot of soul searching with this person as well. They want love. They want connection. They want all that all that it brings, all that love and connection brings. So I'm like, anyway, my kitty's there. Sorry. But they want all that. This is someone who's very much interested in that. Let's see. What else does this person want? They have been thinking about career changes or a career path or something to do with purpose. It's something along those lines. It's hard to say. It's like there's an intertwining mix here. It's gonna be a little different for everyone. Let's see. What else is currently happening in the connection then between Scorpio and this person? I see you and this person sooner rather than later going to be facing each other. This sounds strange. They're giving me the yin and yang symbol. It is what it is. Isn't that black and white? Sorry, I haven't seen it in such a long time, but they're really giving it. It's like I saw you as white, them as black, and then the mix basically. It's like it's mixing. I see you facing this person sooner rather than later, and vice versa. I think that there is a lot of balance here in the connection. However, I think that this person hasn't, they've been too scared to, I think, explore that balance, explore what that all means. And I think it's an intimacy issue, vulnerability issue. That it those seems to be the highlight. Let's see what other issues as to why fear. Fear is a big one for this person. It's like a defense mechanism, is how I see it. Because I see them as just really like, I don't know. I guess it's like this, but it's like blocking the heart. This is some. It's just what they do. I think in their past experiences with love, as far back as the childhood experience, I am seeing this to do with the father, though. This is someone who's learned to wall themselves up. Right. It's interesting. There is a. Oh, I see why they brought that up. I was wondering why they brought it up. It's like that's such so left field, but it all makes sense now. Your energy, all their defenses that they normally have, that they kind of keep people at bay with, they didn't work on you. Yeah, they didn't. Your energy just came right in. It was just, it's kind of like it circumvented everything, and it just flew right in. And this person started getting real scared, so it triggered that flighty response in them. Your energy just it passed by all of their defenses, all of their walls, all the things that they actually keep people out with. There is a lot, by the way. I see this person like having all these traps and defenses that are keeping people from reaching the inner of them, that you just it's like you just walk through it like if it really does feel like this, like you just walk through it like if it was nothing, like if you didn't even know that there were traps there. You just walk right past them, and you just like every single one seems to have dodged you, and this person knew. They knew that you were making it through, and they got really scared. Very interesting energy. So let's see. What has Scorpio's person realized? What has Scorpio's person realized? One of the things that they have realized is their walls and their defenses are not what they're cracked up to be. And I don't mean the fact that they don't work per se with you. It has to do with the fact that they actually do keep people out. They don't want that experience anymore. And I think that they had a limiting belief. I picked this up for you, which is funny. I picked the same belief up for you, where it's like, I need to wait for the right person to open up to. That's a limiting belief. That's crazy too, right? We can open ourselves up to everyone. In fact, the ascension timeline that we're all on, we're meant to do that. That's how you ascend. Is giving love out to the whole world, right? I'm giving that beautiful love out to the whole world. That's the point, right? Everybody does this, right? That's the whole. It's everything. It's the reason to be. It's what the love means, right? I picked that up for you though. I got that earlier. However, they have it too. This person has this belief where I need to wait for the right person to open up to, and as a result, it didn't matter when the right person came along. They were too effing scared to do it. What they've realized is that, was for one, the walls are keeping me from being able to have more of that deep connection that I actually want. Two, right? Even when I did meet the right person, I couldn't even do it. Then, boom, that is it, right? The fear is what kept this person from opening up. But it's that limiting belief that seems to be the culprit, right? I gotta wait for the right person, or I can only be myself when I'm around the right people, or something like that. There's some crap like this that this person says or thinks or believes that was actually hindering this person from having deep and meaningful connections. Wow, it's a real juicy one. That's no easy one to realize, by the way. That's what I'm trying to say. It's no easy one, right? This person has realized that. I think that's it. Let's see. What else has this person realized? This is another one. Very interesting energy to come through. Their issues, their pain is their responsibility. I feel like they have had another limiting belief or idea about what love is, where someone will make it everything better for them. This Metatron says this is like really widespread for humans, right? He's linking it to that survivalist energy that we're all in, or that we all start off in, where it's like I meet someone and they'll make all my problems go away, or I'll meet someone, they'll make my life better, right? When in fact you got to learn to do that yourself, right? This person is learning now, Scorpio, that they can make their life better now. They don't have to wait for someone to do that. They don't have to wait for a knight in shining armor. They don't have to wait for their a prince or princess charming, right? They don't have to do any of that stuff. In fact, what this person can do now, from now on, is make their life better, and honestly take control of their life. But also there is another part of that where they were kind of projecting some of their burdens, their pain onto other people in terms of like, let's say they had a issue to like, it's okay, hold on. I see what he's saying. I get it now. Let's say you have trust issues and you tell someone, I have trust issues, so you got to work with that. That's your problem, right? You got trust issues, you deal with it, right? This person had that assumption where I have trust issues, so they have to deal with that, right? That is crazy, right? You have trust issues, you deal with it. That's the point, right? And this is someone who had some kind of belief system where their issues, their problems, their pain that they were in were other people's responsibility. It's real crazy, by the way. It's real crazy stuff going on here. However, they're now realizing it's mine. I need to deal with that. It doesn't even matter if they do everything right because I'll still get triggered. That's the point, right? It don't matter if you got trust issues and that person that you're with does everything right. Those trust issues will still be present, no matter what. Only you can get rid of that. Only you can heal that. And this is someone who's realizing, oh wait, it's I have to deal with that. I have to heal that issue. I know. It's like, of course, right? But they had this problem, right? And they were making that assumption where someone would be able to take that away from them or deal with that, right? Or heal that for them. Yeah, no such luck there. I also feel this person really wanted to open up to you. They've realized that. They knew that. Oh my God, guess who came back? That's crazy. I want to let you see him. He's giving my kitty a little love. Anyway, he came back. Isn't that funny? It's like, this is someone who's realizing that they wanted to open up to you, but they couldn't. And nothing you could have done could have made them open up to you. Your energy naturally moved past all their defenses. It's meant to. That's the point. Because you're meant to trigger that fear within this person. And vice versa, where they were meant to do their own thing on you. But it's so important that that you understand how that works, right? Because, and again, they're referencing the yin and the yang. They keep doing that as well. It's really interesting, but they're saying it's part of it. So it's how it works. I know, it's so strange. Let's see. Is there anything else on what this person has realized before we take this over to the extended? I feel at times this person could be a little bit of a pushover, and they had an energy of pushing people over. No, it sounds crazy that you can do both, but obviously you can do both. There was imbalances within this person that made them act honestly like they would swing from opposites basically. Maybe it is what it is. It feels like that they're now starting to realize where that was coming from. They're now starting to be more balanced within themselves. It was a healing issue. That's what Marichan's saying. It's like it was just a healing issue that this person had. Fear was also another one. I also feel that this person, there was times when you saw and felt the real them. Not often, by the way, not often. However, there was times, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It's you're gonna. What Metatron's saying is that the more that they heal, the more that you heal, the more of those experiences, the more of that energy you're gonna have, and less of the other stuff. Does that make sense? It is what it is. Less of the other stuff. It's kind of like what you're moving towards, right? And that's what we're gonna get some of that in the extended. All right. So I'm gonna leave it there, Scorpio. I want to thank you for being here. Please don't forget to like and comment, and watch all your signs as well. And take care. Bye, Scorpio.